Ooh, that looks tasty. Welcome, folks, to The Hungry Gamer is back with another playthrough, and today we are doing a playthrough of Infinity Defiance Scenario number 3. Very quickly before I jump in, I did make a whole bunch of mistakes last time I played, and thank you for those of you who sent me comments or made comments letting me know what those were. Hopefully I won't make them this time. The big ones were when I fought the Taiga enemies here. I said they had no defense. That's not true because they're close combat specialists. Then they should actually have had their attack dice as their defense dice. And that was really the main thing I did, though I certainly did have other mistakes. Hopefully I will do better this time. I'm on a little bit of a time crunch today, so I do apologize for that. So I'm going to be moving quick, and that may result in some more mistakes. Hopefully it won't, but it might. There's a couple notations of what's going on here. You see there's cubes here. I put those cubes out just to remind myself that there is something that happens at the end of each of those rounds. And what I'm going to do, I kind of have the full shot here, but I am going to kind of move the whole board around and just zoom down a little bit so you can see a little bit better what's going on. Because for the most part, I found once you leave a room, you don't usually go back to it, but you do sometimes. And so let's quickly talk about the choices of things I chose to buy. So for Caden, I bought nothing. Just heal him up and he's moving on. And I did give him, as I said before, the Berserk ability, which means he'll be able to take some aggro to use his Ripper's attack dice in order to hit back with defense. Then for Kang, I gave him this heavy weapons ability, so he's adding an extra orange die when he attacks. And then along with that, I went ahead and gave him these 2 missile launchers. So he's going to be doing, with all of his skills when he attacks, 2 orange and a yellow die, and it has all these nice abilities at the bottom. Though it does have a range of 3 to 10, so I have to be careful with my range here. Now Jazz, well, I had a lot of feedback, and the feedback I liked the best was, don't get a weapon, don't do any of that, rather get the killer hacking device. So I've gotten the killer hacking device, and I've equipped Skullbuster for now because I'm starting out with combat, and I also gave her the hacking ability, which is going to give her another orange die. So that means when she uses her Skullbuster to do a hack attack, she's going to be hitting with 2 yellows, an orange, and a star right away. Then I went ahead and spent all of Uma's intel packs and got her the heavy pistol. It was pointed out to me that just because the thing was called the light flamethrower, it wasn't actually a light weapon, so that was a total bummer. But so with this heavy pistol and all of her skills, and I gave her the response ability, giving her another yellow. So that means with all of her abilities, when she's using the heavy pistol, she's going to be hitting with an orange and 3 yellows and get a free star. And then if she's using her stun pistol, she just has 4 yellow dice and 1 star. All right, so we are ready to jump in here. I'm also going to say that you will not see a ship phase at the end of this one. I will have to do that later on. As I said, I'm on a bit of a tight schedule. And the last thing is, I'll apologize if you hear any background noise. We're in a bit of a heat wave here where I live, and our air conditioner broke, so I have the window open. So there might be a little bit of background noise coming through. I hope not, but if there is, I'm sorry about that. All right, and here we go. You are aboard the Stalker, heading for the Defiance. You've barely recovered from your wounds, but at least you can breathe. You exchange glances, and while silent, you share a feeling of satisfaction and joy for being alive. An incoming communication signal from your comm log shatters the moment's peace. The face of Cuervo appears. Hope you had a chance to get some rest. We have some good news. We recently received a faint signal, coded in an unusual way. Our cryptographers have verified the source's origin and coordinates that have decoded the message. Argonauts. The message makes reference to Orpheus, so we believe at least one survivor of the Orpheus team is currently locked away in Paradiso, in a building abandoned after the first offensive. Coordinates match some of the registers we have from a gold-type target of the L, a cartonid responsible for the attack against our facilities. Cuervo pauses, pressing his thin lips and clenching his jaw repeatedly as if distilling the rage from his words. Listen up, boys and girls. We're setting our people free. As for the cartonid, personally, I'd love nothing more than to send those goddamn sons of bitches my regards. And I can see, given your vital sign readings, you'd love to do that too. Let's try not to screw this up too badly. We've all had a rough morning, and these bastards knocked over the wrong juice box. He clears his voice and regains his composure. The vein in his neck fades from sight, and he continues. Your orders are to raid the building and rescue as many personnel from the Orpheus as you can find and complete the Defiance's crew. Unofficially, you have my blessing to send the cartonid straight to hell. Good luck. Give him hell. Cuervo salutes and breaks contact. No one knows how to motivate you better than him. It's nighttime when you descend aboard the Stalker. Those who train for this kind of incursion take care of guarding the perimeter. The enemy will soon realize those knocks are missing, so all of you move quickly. You force the entry door open to a little cargo hangar and become witness to a strange scene. A woman with the insignia of the Orpheus is cornered by some Cadmus that hold her by the arm, violently shaking her. You immediately identify her as Engineer Officer Trishala, who looks at you devoid of emotion just as your comm logs are updated with the latest information about the building. The Cadmus cock their guns. One aims at you and the other towards the aspect of the left. So what we have is a rescue mission. We have Trisha here, who, if we keep her alive, then she becomes part of our crew, and she has just her ally card set up to go right now. And then over here, this is the infirmary, and this is where we can find Ramen, who I accidentally falsely used in the first game. So we're trying to save both of them and kill this right here. So here is our situation. We do have these two Cadmus here who can do a lot of hacking, and we got the Caronted, however you say that, and it does a lot of damage, but it is hackable. And it's hackable, so that's good to know. Wow, that's a lot of defense too. And in order to open this door, we got to get to that console to do all of that. Not sure and the body over here will be a med kit. And there are more tiles that can be added to the board whenever it happens. I'm not quite sure exactly when it's going to happen. So my plan here, pretty much is, I think I need to hurt these as much as I can, because I'm not going to kill this guy on the first turn. So I think that's going to be my plan. I think I will start out here with Uma and just have her take some shots. All right, so we're going to start out. I'm going to try and take this one out right here. Oh, and she is unable to activate on the very first turn. So I'm going to go all in with this new heavy pistol I have. So she's going to have an orange, 3 yellows, and a free star. And going at the Cadmus, who just has a blue defensive dice. All right, here we go. Boom. And wow. Well, the free star gets canceled out right there. And then I have a whole bunch of nothing. And the cool thing here is with this new pistol, so my free star is taken up there. With a single star and 1, 2, 3, I get to add 4 damage, which means I just did 5 total damage, which will just take it out right away. And I think the best thing to do would be simply repeat right there on the other one and see if I can get that. Oh, wow, not good. So he takes away my free star. I would do block one of his, and then I simply do 1, 2, 3 damage to it. So not nearly as good, but it is something. All right, and then pull our first one here. And I'm glad I took one out, because the Cadmus is up next. Here's what they want to do. They want to attack the person with the highest aggro, which would be Uma. So that works pretty well for me. So it wants to get range on her and has a range of 8. So it's going to kind of move as far away as it can, kind of to the corner, take a shot at her, and it's going to be hitting her for an orange and a yellow with a free exclamation. And she's defending with a blue and 2 blacks. Ooh, that's some horrible, horrible rolling. But I did block its hit, and I actually sent one right back at it, so that actually worked out. Okay, down to 4. Or down to 1, I should say. Up to 4. All right, now, I think what I'm going to do is I think I want to activate Kang and see if I can't do some serious damage over there. Unfortunately, I didn't move Uma, and I'm pretty sure no matter what I do, yeah, there's no way I can get through there and pretend that I'm not going through her. So I don't think I want to deal with that. So I'm going to go 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 to there, and then fire the rocket launcher. So the big guy has a green and a blue, and I'm hitting it for 2 oranges and a yellow. Oh, and I almost forgot. So I'm actually going to stay here. I'm going to use his leadership ability and put the targeted on him, so I will be able to ignore my line of sight issue. There we go. And now I'll be able to shoot it twice, and maybe I'll get lucky. And then I can always get rid of it because I got the pilot on the ship. All right, so, wow. So it's going to block 2 of mine, so I'm going to do 1 damage. Or I can use my switches. So instead of doing 1 damage, I can use the 1 star and the 2 exclamations do a total of 3 damage. Because it took 3 damage, it's also stunned, because that is what the rocket launcher does. Nice. Okay. Now I'm starting to feel a little better. I'm going to take this thing out. I guess I should have attacked it with Uma now that I know. All right, so let's see what we got here. So I blocked his, he blocks one of mine. And unfortunately this time, no, I do. I have the same thing there, so I got 2 switches, so he's going to take 3 more damage. And of course, he's still stunned. Nice. And of course, well, now it's going to get to go. And I'm certain it's not going to be good. All right, so it wants to get range on Kang, and actually Kang's going to have the most aggro. He's going to activate his ability and take it from Uma, and it wants to be at the max range, which is 10. So I don't think it can actually get to 10, but I think if it goes there, that's better, because now it actually has I think now it has line of sight on Kang there. Yeah, it looks like you can get him. And then it's going to simply take a shot at him. And so Kang's defense is 2 blacks and a blue. And it's hitting him for, a red, an orange, a blue, and a star. And for every exclamation it gets an additional hit. Ooh, critical hit. So that actually nullifies that die. But I am going to use my odd field. And I'm just going to re-roll these 2. So I am going to block the 1 extra hit that he has. And great. Okay, well, that actually went pretty well. The only problem is he's so far away. So I think what I'm going to do is now I'm going to go ahead and do Caden. And Caden's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm already adding 3 stars to this, attacking this guy right here because I moved. All right, and then Caden gets an orange, yellow, and blue, though I don't think it's going to matter because I moved, so I could add all those hits. So, yep. So totally smashed it. Boom. That's done. That does give me the first one of these, and it does remove cabinets from the board, put them on the bottom of the stack. We're going to be having a Jaith coming in relatively soon. Actually, Jaith is going to be coming in this round. And then because I did damage, I can actually do a little movement, and I will simply displace myself 1 that way. And then it is time for Jazz. Now, Jazz, I specifically gave the ability to hack. She has a range of 8. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, so I can just hack from right here. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So she gets 2 yellows, an orange, and a star for free as I'm using my Skull Buster. Now, it has a good defense. It still has a blue and a green defense. And if I do really well, I can put Inflict Blindness on this guy. So that's really what I'm going for. Okay, so he's going to cancel out one of my hits. I'm canceling out his. So he's taking 1 damage. And then I can use 2 stars to go ahead and inflict blindness on it. So basically, I've just taken this thing out of the game. Well, yeah, I've just taken it. There's pretty much nothing that it can do now. But this stun goes away because I would have ignored that 1 hit from him, and then my 1 star does 1 damage. I think I'm just going to do it again and see if I can't get some more damage on it. Or no, I'm going to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I'm going to send Billy, who has a huge movement, just down to here, and I'm going to see if I can't hit it with a stun. And to do that, I'm just rolling a green die. Though, he does get to roll his defense, so he could, in theory, hit me back, but I want to risk it. Alright, so I blocked what he did, and I have to use my block to defend against his attack, so I actually did nothing to it. All right, and that is the round. So, end of the round, because we're at alert level 2, we get a second one of these, which means we have a spawn of the Jaith. Oh, I should have been smart and had Caden be right there. Oh well. So he's there, and then we move into round 2, and means I gotta read something. A second tremor causes small cracks on the walls of the battered building. The infirmary's floor caves in, and a thundering sound of steely claws echoes nearby. As quickly as it began, the haunting sound ceases, and the recently formed pit spews forth rubble and sand as if it was choking on it. After a few seconds, 3 taiga emerge from its interior, sniffing around for their prey. All right, so we add ramen here, and it says add a pit here. It says add the pit. It doesn't say add the taiga, so I'm not quite sure how that's supposed to work. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to operate under the assumption that, so you can see our infirmary here, that the pit shows up, and at the end of this round, I will put the taiga out there. I'm not sure if they should already come out right now. It's not totally clear to me, but I think that's what it is that I'm going to do. And hopefully that's not too wrong, though. I know you will all let me know if it is. So the good news is, now she's going to be able to activate, and he'll be able to activate as well. Ooh, yeah, he's going to be in real bad shape with that pit, because I'm not in that room yet. Because I have this thing right there, I haven't even gotten Billy over there. I wonder if Billy could have... Well, whatever. I don't know how that's supposed to work, to be honest. But I think I need to get this open to help in there. So I'm going to go ahead and start with Billy and Jazz and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. And I'm going to have Billy interact, which means Billy's going to get a aggro. And here we go. Okay, so a star and a shield. All right, so star gets me one step closer to opening the door, and the shield gets me one step closer to gaining a software sample down there at the bottom. Okay, then I'm going to do pretty much the same thing for Jazz. Just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and let her do a hack as well. Unfortunately, I don't have my lockpick turned on, so I'm only going to get a yellow and a star. So I'll probably change out that program next turn. Ooh, nice. So 2 stars and 2 exclamations. All right, so the exclamation is good because that's going to open that door, which is exactly what I needed to have happen. And then I still have a star and an exclamation left. So I will put the star and the exclamation down here and go ahead and gain a software sample. And I'm going to probably leave Jazz there to try to do something next round. All right, great. And unfortunately, the Jaith are going to activate, which is exactly who I did not want to activate. I wanted the boss guy here to go, but that is okay. All right, so he wants to find his range on the most aggro, so that is Kang, and then attack the most aggro. Okay, so first I'll check if I got line of sight here. I don't, so he needs to move. I think he'll move down here. He will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have a range of 4. Not max range, but pretty good. So he's going to be, wow, goodness gracious. He's got a lot of hits. So he's hitting with an orange, a yellow, and a blue, and a star. And every 2 exclamations, he gets to cancel one of my shields. Oh, this is going to hurt Kang so bad. Ooh, all right, so he's canceling. There we go. Oh, well, I get to re-roll these. Okay, well, and he gets to cancel one of those. So I'm taking 2 damage, which is not bad. Could have been way worse. Yeah, gosh, I feel like this is going to be a really quick mission because I just have to free these 2 and get them out. I'm also not fully clear how you officially rescue him. I'm going to assume I just need to get everybody on the same tile, I guess, because that's the end game condition. If you're on the same, or the Intel Packs condition, being on the same tile with somebody who's is an ally, they get bonus points. So I guess that's what it's going to be. I'm not totally sure, but gotta deal with this guy also. All right, let's go ahead and activate Uma. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm just gonna take a shot with the heavy pistol because the stun pad, I don't need it. It's already, well, it's not stunned, but it's already blind and got the targeting on it. So Uma's got an orange and 3 yellows and a star, and it has blue and green defense. Okay. All right, so blocked its extra star. So I'm doing, so I have 1, 2, 3, so I have 5 of those. So I'm doing, I'll use that 1 star, and then 1, 2, and 3. So it's 3, so that's 5 more damage. That puts it up to 11 damage. No, that puts it to 12 damage. And now, bad guy is going to activate there, and he can't do anything because he can't see because I blinded it. Oh, wait, it does have a visor. So let me double check, because maybe visor means he can't be blinded. Nope, that's not what that does. So he is pretty much stuck for the moment. So that, I feel like I have to be playing this wrong. I feel like that cannot be right. But I don't know what else it could possibly be. Then I'm going to go ahead and do 1 more damage to it by activating the ability that uses this from our pilot. That puts us to 13 damage. And I get to activate the rest of our people. So I'm going to start out with Kang here. I'm going to use his target acquired again and put right back on it, targeted. I'm going to just shoot it twice, see if I can't get lucky and take it out, because I only need to do 3 more damage to take it down. Well, that went horribly. That's going to cancel that die, so nothing on the first attack. Oops. Reroll all that. There we go. All right, so I did 1 damage, but I did get my 2, so I do 3 damage to it. So that puts it up to 14, and then I'll activate that ability again from above and take it out completely. And now I have to read something. Knowing that it is cornered, the Carotid raises its head, screeches in an inhuman fashion before leaping backwards and disappearing from sight. So my alert level moves up to level 3. I have to deploy 2 seed embryos who attack right away. And so he's not dead. I don't remove his initiative card. We flip him over to his hard side. Oh my gosh. Put out my 2 seed embryos. All right, so now we have the boss that moves down here, removes its states. I got to kill the dumb thing again. Well, that's annoying. And because it's here and it loses its states, it's not blinded anymore, which means Jazz is going to have to, I think, keep her Skull Buster on. And so that was 2 attacks from Kang, and we got our 2 seed soldiers that showed up, which is a bummer. And so I'm going to have to kind of keep pulled back a little bit so you can see everything. And next we have the Carotid is up. Now he's already gone, so I don't think he goes again. I'm not sure. I'm going to assume that he doesn't, and his action was fleeing, but maybe I'm doing that wrong. I hope not, but whatever. So now I will activate... Ooh, not good choices here. I think I'll activate Caden, see if I can't kill one of these seed soldiers before it's too late. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and I hit with a yellow and an orange, plus 3 hits, and then they get a yellow and a black. Okay. So I do 3 damage, which is not enough. And then I will use that movement to move away. Well, that was not good, because now they're going to go and they're about to all blow on up on Kang. All right, so both of these are going to flip over and become seed soldiers. And based on where they are... the good news is this one doesn't explode. He just by being hurt, he hatched. But this one's going to explode and do 1 damage and 1 orange die to both of them there. So 2 damage to each. All right, then I get to finish out all my heroes here. So all I have left are Ramen and her. So I will have Trish attack this one right there. This orange and yellow against a black and a yellow. Okay, nothing. Attack again. That's a bit better. So 1, 2 damage, which is enough to plink it for a little bit. And I totally forgot I needed to put, in the last round, one of these on. And because I've taken out the Carotid one, I had to add one of those as well. So we're going to be getting some bad guys back. And that pit's going to be spawning stuff soon, so I think I just need to get Ramen out of there. So I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, let's go 5, 6. Let's go to there. And I will attempt a hack. And this is going to give him 2 aggro, because we're on alert level 3. And 2 shields and an exclamation. And I'm just going to put 1 exclamation right there. So that is the end of round 2. And I have to add another one of these and then spend all 3 of these. And we get the Cadmus back in action. And they're going to show up down here. And 3 Taiga over here. Again, because I wasn't sure when they came out, so that's just kind of the choice that I made. And now that we're entering to round 3, unfortunately for me, we get another... It says we're supposed to get a Seed Soldier, but I don't think I have any more Seed Soldier tokens, so I guess that's already done. I guess that was supposed to happen if the other thing didn't happen first. I don't know. All right, so what I do know is we are in a bad state right here. Really bad. Starting round 3... And I don't like my options. So I want to try and blind him again. I also have these 2 Cadmus here, which can seriously mess me up. And I also want to get the alert level down, which I can do on the console. Because all I have to do is get 1 more exclamation and the alert level will go back down, which is probably a good thing. So I think I'm going to start with Jazz. And I'm going to start out by having Billy do the console there. Now, it's just 1 die here, but this 1 die is exactly what I needed. So first off, that's going to give me 2 there, which you can't see the alert level, but it's now back down to 2. So Billy is going to receive 2 aggro for doing that, but that's okay. And then I need another 2 exclamations to get another software sample. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to let Billy soak up some damage. Is that what I want to do? No, I'm going to have him engage one more time and see if I can get another exclamation. And I cannot. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Jazz try and blind this one, blind the boss here. And again, I'm really just going for the exclamations. Damage is good, but the exclamations are what I really need here. Yikes! So, lots of blocking 2 damage, but that's fine. So I'm going to do 1 damage. Actually, and I can cancel one of those, so I'm going to do 2 damage, and I'm going to blind it. Oh, that was good. And so now I've basically... Oh, you can barely see it there in the corner, but I've basically now made him useless again. So it can move around, but it can't see, so it can't do anything useful. And then I think I'm going to try to do the same to this guy right here. Now he only has a single blue die for his defense, so it should be doable. Okay, so... Ooh, I'm taking 1 damage back, so that's a bummer. And then I'm doing 1 damage to them, and blinding does nothing to them. I forgot about that because I can still do hacking. So I will use 2 exclamations to ignore that. So I will do 2 damage to him. So I took 1 and gave him 2. Ah, that wasn't the smartest choice. I forgot about the fact that they can hack. Oh well. All right, and first up we have the Cadmus. Okay, so they want to get range on the closest person and shoot them. So both of these are going after Billy. And since Billy's hackable, they will both hack him. And they want to be at max range. So 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they're basically both going back to the corner there. And this is probably going to be it for Billy, who is taking a red and a blue die from each one. Yikes! And all Billy has is a black die on his defense. I mean, he has the odd field, so he can reroll his own defense, I think, but not promising. So I will reroll his defense. Nothing. Should be using the clear die. So that's 1 damage. And Billy is stunned. And blocked the 1. And Billy is still stunned. So actually that was pretty good. So Billy has 1 damage and he's stunned, but Billy doesn't actually really do any attacking. So that's really okay. Right now. So many things I have to deal with in here. I wish I could close the door again. That would be really cool. But I think what I want to do is I'm going to activate Kang here. Oh, I got to be 3 away. Ooh, that's not good for my range. Because his missile launch has a range of 3 to 10. Let's see if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's what I'll do. I'm going to come to here with my move. And then I'm going to use my leadership ability to target this one. 1, 2, yeah, so range of 3. Then I'm going to shoot it and see if I can't do some serious damage. Now these guys have quite a bit of armor, but let's hope that my 2 oranges and a yellow, I can at least maybe get the explosion that'll hurt both of them. Okay, ooh, that's good, that's good. So first I'm going to use one of these hits and 3 exclamations to do 3 damage to both of them. And then I have 2 more damage on the other one, and that wipes out both of them. And that does give me another one of these. And then I'm going to activate his ability, and I'm going to take 1 of Billy's aggro. So that's going to put Kang up to 5. So he's okay. All right, okay, that might be my best round I've ever had in this game. All right, next we have the Jaith. And the Jaith is right next to everybody, so this probably is not going to be good. All right, so it wants to target the highest aggro, so it's coming at Kang here. It wants to be 5 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it has max range, and then it's shooting with... You know, it does have Born Warrior ability and a close combat weapon and close combat specialist. So that makes me think maybe I should close in an attack instead. So I think I'm going to do that instead. I think that makes more sense if he has a close combat specialist. So that's going to give him two orange dice against my 1 blue and 2 black. And I can reroll that. So nothing, but I do stop its 1 hit there, And then this, it turns into 2 more hits, so I do stop all 3. Okay, yes, 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 yes. All right, now Uma can do a whole bunch of damage. Now I'm going to activate Caden, I think, and go 1, 2, 3, 4, and he gets +3 hits for his +3 hits because he was moving. He gets an orange and a yellow, and then because of the close combat specialist, our bat guy is going to get to roll his 2 orange back as an attack, and I can't activate any of my switches, but that's okay. I'm not okay. Good. So I blocked his. He didn't block me. I do a total of 4, which is not enough to kill it, but it is enough to do a nice little dent on him, and then. Boom. I'll displace 1. And next, we have the Seed Soldiers who are dead. So we add one of these. So that leaves me with Uma, Ramen, and Trish. I'm going to activate Trish here, and I'll tell you why. I'm going to do that because if I activate her first, she might be able to kill that one. And then Taiga over here will activate, which will bring him closer, so then Uma might be able to get 2 shots on them. Oh, it's a brilliant plan. All right, so she has orange and blue versus a blue. She's going to get 2 shots. Oh my, nice. So those cancel out. 2 damage, and that'll be enough to take it out. Of course, that does add yet another one to the stack thing. So we're going to be getting the Jaith back this coming round, but that's okay because it's going to show up down here. And then we have our big boss here. He wants to get in range, but he can't do anything. So I actually don't know how this is supposed to work. I mean, does it actually move up and kind of get a little closer, or does it just stay there because it's blind? I'm not sure, so I'm just going to move it up into range, and I guess it would have shot, but it can't actually do anything. So, boy, that seems kind of broken. That seems like a really powerful ability, having the ability to blind like that. So, you know, if I'm playing blind wrong, let me know. I feel like I'm not doing this right. Oh, I guess the Tiger are going next. Oh, that's a bummer. Okay, so I'm just going to activate Ramen then, and have him interact with that, and he'll probably do that twice, which is going to give him 2 more aggro. Nothing on the first one. And nope, I was looking for exclamation, so he did nothing good. And now we have our Taiga going, and they want to wail on closest target. So they are coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, nice. So they don't quite get there. And then, so that's interesting. So they move forward, and then they're going to run away. So this is one of the few instances where the AI kind of isn't the cleverest, but that's okay. I will take it because I feel like I'm in horrible danger of getting crushed here. So now I have Uma, and she's the only one I got left. So I think I will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And do I have, let's see then, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have the range, but do I have, yes, I do have line of sight, just barely through there to that one. And then I'm going to take a shot, and I'm going to use that heavy pistol, 3 yellows and an orange versus its green and its blue. Oof, don't like that. So it blocks that, but I'm going to use that and my exclamations to 4 damage. I had 4 hits, so basically I'm going to do 2 damage. Well, that was less exciting than it could have been. And then that is everything. New round. I add 1 more aggro, and I get to respawn the Jaith right there. Okay, so I feel like this one's going better than the last one did. Assuming I'm not cheating. I'm gonna start with Uma. I'm gonna shoot it twice. Oh my gosh, it was blocking everything. So let's see. If I use that and those 2, I get to add 3. Oh, I forgot he should add 1 more because I had actually 1 free star. So 5 damage with this first one, which is going to put it up to 10, and then shoot it again. Ooh. Okay, so that's my free hit blocked. And oh man, I don't have enough. I don't have 3 exclamations, so I just do 3 damage to it. 2 damage to it. So if I can get 3 more damage done to it, I'll take it out. And then I get to read something out, so I'm not sure what happens next. I'm also getting really close to being at the end of the AI deck, which means I'll get a lot more stuff coming out. Oh, and I forgot more aggro. The last 2 rounds for Uma. That puts her up to 3. First we have the Jaith. All right, so the Jaith is coming after Billy. So that is good. I mean, not for Billy. And I think it's going to do the same thing where it's going to close in and just hit him right upside the head. And now, considering Billy only has a single black die, this can't go well for him. Let's see. Well, wow. So he takes 3 damage. Yeah, so 3 more damage. That puts him at 4. And 1 more, and he drops. No, he does. Yeah, 1 more, and he drops. No, he's at 4, so he goes down. So another 1 for Billy. Yeah, so he takes even more damage. So, Billy should already have been down anyway because he had 1 consequence. So down goes Billy. That's all right. He's just a robot. We'll fix him up later. Oh, and I actually had a repair kit. I could have fixed him. Oh, that was dumb. Okay, now. Problem is, I don't think I can get Kang out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to do 3 damage. Well, let's see if I can get lucky with my hacking. Yeah, I think that'll be my plan. I'll see if I can take it down with the Skullbuster. Because at least I get 1 auto hit, 2 yellows, and an orange. Okay, so that's going to block the 1. I blocked its. So I can do 2 damage. And I can use 2 exclamations to cancel the other one, which is 3 damage, which is 15, which is enough to take it down. Now let's see what happens. Though badly wounded, the Chironotid gathers its strength to jump out of reach and flees once again. And flees once again. Dodging your shots from the stalker, which hovers over the building, you receive its coordinates and movement vector. Its erratic and slow movements reveal that it ought to be dying. You exchange glances, weighing the opportunity to hunt it down as requested by Cuervo and sending a message to the L. As if your mind had been read, Ensign Catherine Cho thunders into your comm logs. This is Ensign Cho. We've detected enemy forces quickly approaching your position. Abandon the building. Everyone get aboard the Stalker. It's a priority order, soldiers. I have a choice. I can board the Stalker, end the mission, go to end mission, or I can follow the Chironotid and try to finish it off, in which case I go on to Phase 2. Phase 2 means I add 2 more tiles and have to chase it outside and kill it again. And I got to try to kill it before time is up. Now, I'm not concerned about being able to kill the thing. Like, I know I can do it. Like, especially with the Skullbuster and just blinding it over and over again. But the question is, I'm more worried about these other things spawning and beating me down, and that's what worries me. So the question is, do I want to go for the loot or go with what makes more sense story-wise? And I think story-wise, I should go. Because we're still at the beginning of, we haven't even left. We're back where we started, basically. We haven't even started on the mission, so I think we need to just get going. Now, what I am going to do is I am going to finish up my turn, like literally in the middle of the turn here. I'm going to finish this up because I want to do 1 more roll there, which is probably against the rules, but it's only a single yellow die, and I'm just going for 2 exclamations. And I only got 1. Okay, so that's it. Yep, I'm doing it. I'm moving on. You're exhausted and don't want to compromise anyone's safety by attempting to quench your thirst for revenge. With a cool, composed head, partially due to the effect of Ensign Cho's words, you decide that there isn't a better vengeance than accomplishing your mission. You wisely choose to live today in order to fight tomorrow. Well, that's funny. So that's pretty much exactly what I said. So let's see how we did. So if Trisha is conscious in the same tile as a non-ally character, she's part of the crew, and I get one pack. Same thing with Ramen, if he's in the same tile and conscious. Great. And that's it. Oh, man. So I did not destroy the pit over there. So I don't get 1 for that. And I would have gotten 2 for killing that there. So, that's a bummer. But that's okay. I stand by it. So we're going to move on. I'm not going to be doing the ship phase on this particular video, just again for time. As I said at the beginning of the video, I'm just kind of really short on time at the moment. But so we're leaving here. Everyone's going to get 2 intel packs, which means I don't think anybody's going to be buying anything, but we'll figure it out. So for those of you who know the game, down in the comments, just kind of give me an idea of what you think I should pick up. For everyone's knowledge, that's going to give, Ramen's actually going to have 5 because I played him first, so I let him have his intel pack. So Ramen's going to have 5. Cadence has 5. Kang's only got 2 for Jazz, and I think 1 or 2 for Uma. So really the question is, do I want to spend 5 to get Ramen something or spend 5 to get Caden something. I think I'm saving up for 8 or 10 or whatever it is so I can get Caden a big old sword or something. But anyhow, there you have it, folks. That is scenario 3. This one felt easier than scenario 2. I have a feeling it's because I'm playing blindness wrong. But anyhow, there you have it, folks. Please leave me any comments that you have. As always, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.